I feel like it's been a while now since 5G all kicked off. I mean, it's now available in over 70 countries. And yet still, there are people out there who think it's the new incarnation of the devil. And some who are still banging on about it. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we begin today, a massive thanks to the sponsors of today's video, Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering awesome boxes of top shelf goods from under the radar brands, and it's free to join. They purchase 90% of the products in their boxes from small businesses, many of which are right in the US. Every month they introduce their members to cool new products, outdoor gear, barware, home and kitchen goods, clothing and more. Even live oysters. And this is all based on a preference quiz which you fill out. Their box lineup is constantly changing each month. Just look at the incredible range of boxes available. I can't wait to get involved with this destination box. I have loads of weekend races coming up next year, and I'll be able to fit all my running gear in there, as well as my normal clothes and my running shoes. It looks like the perfect weekend bag. Every box has around $70 of retail value contained, but costs only $45. To get 20% off your first box, click the link in the description and use the code SIMAN20 at checkout, or go to bespokepost.com/SIMAN20. Right, back to today's video where we're looking at a channel called The Sacred Tree of Life. He wants to discuss 5G on his live stream, and why not? Let's go.
Okay. So we're off and running yet another day. So what we're going to be talking about today is going to be pretty good.
What is happening?
Most people probably will think I'm bad crazy. That's okay, because we are getting there, and I'm not normal. And if you think that I was normal to begin with, you are mistaken, boo.
No, I don't think that. But who is really normal, honestly?
Because I have seen too many things, heard too many things, and I have analyzed too many things to think like your normal bumblebee that lives here in the States or around the world. So what our agenda is today is we are dealing with the 5G.
Excellent. Let's skip his intro and get straight to the meat of it.
So we're going to be talking about 5G, figure it out. What's the prime reason? Well, what's funny was before, when I was opening up, what I was seeing was this energy actually will be able to change different things within its area. So it resonates on a different level. Now, what we have to understand is when we're changing wavelengths, we are electrical beings. So if they change these wavelengths to like a disharmony, then our body will then relay that disharmony resonance.
There are so many wavelengths of light passing through the room that you are in right now that it's ridiculous. Radio waves, long and short, microwaves, visible light, and infrared. If you could see all those different wavelengths as well as the waves of visible light, then it would be, in Richard Feynman's words, a tremendous mess. Just because the 5G network uses a very slightly different wavelength of light, and actually roughly the same for low-band 5G as 4G, then it doesn't mean that we are at risk. Simply because there are so many other different wavelengths of light out there already, and at different frequencies.
And then that will create some type of illness, sickness, and all these other things. I'm not saying anything.
There is no evidence for this. And let's not forget, 5G is not using inherently new technology. It just means the 5th generation of the mobile phone data network.
It is what it is. So what we're going to do is I have a few questions. It won't be a very long podcast today, but I thought that this would be a good one to be able to put out. That what is it? I don't know. Do you know?
Yes, I do, as I just explained. Here is a truth about 5G video I made when it all first kicked off. But yes, your questions would be good.
Well, if you don't know, let's figure it out. Because the thing is the Akashics is a resonance from the very beginning of time. Okay? And when you open up the Akashics, it's within the heart space of the prime candidate, which people would consider like God. But the thing is, there's so many gods. I'm not going to communicate with, well, let's make it clear. When I'm doing this, I'm talking to prime candidate, the main source of all things.
Now, it appears our friend here practices something called Akashic records, I think. Apparently, when you access these records, you get all the info in the universe, past, present, and future, including your own life and or lives. How you access those records, though, I do not know. However, let's get to his questions.
Is the 5G telephone service here today? Is it here to benefit us with the 5G?
Absolutely. The average download speeds are said to be around 150 to 200 megabytes per second, and sometimes up to 1 gigabyte per second. Now that's better than some household internet here in the UK. It's faster information at your fingertips, and you can download an HD movie within minutes on 5G. It also supports over 100 times the traffic that 4G could, meaning that if there are a lot of you in one place, like a concert or something, your phone and internet will actually work.
So they're showing, the thing is there's many molecules within space and time.
Oh, he was asking his Akashic records, and he actually got an answer. Should be interesting.
And when you're dealing with different, it's like, so the molecules are here, and then there's the wavelengths that we would associate with telephone, radio, and stuff like that. Everything radiates at a certain level within this reality. Well, while you're doing that, 5G will be able to manipulate and like shift it to where if you are actually in a good space today, you will be mad as shit tomorrow, and they will be able to elevate and change the aspects of how people are going to feel.
That is absolutely not true. 5G cannot manipulate any other wavelengths of light that are in the same space as it.
And so is that part of what I was feeling the other day within people starting to have more mental, like they feel more mental. And so it was like a whirlwind. So these people are not going to understand the effects around them. So it's going to start creating these tidal pools, right? And these tidal pools will suck them in to become less than what they are, because they feel like it's them, but actually it's not them. It is the outside world that's manipulating them to feel a specific way because they don't know how to change it.
I think I understood that.
Now, if you don't have some type of system that you use, what would be the best way to be able to contradict the energy from the 5G network if you feel it?
You won't feel it, and no such system is needed. Hang on, is he actually accessing these Akashic records with just his mind? Very, very impressive.
And that would be grounding.
So the act of putting your bare feet on the earth, that stops the 5G, does it? Good luck getting a signal when you're grounding then. Moving on to his next question.
So what could be the effects of this? And they say that it could be anxiety ridden. It could be anger. And so they're saying that a lot of this is going to be triggered by how they're going to be able to resonate these energies out.
I'm not sure I understand the context in which he says resonate here. It can't be that they are of particular importance because he's saying that they do it, as in it's a verb. So I can only presume that they produce or are filled with a deep, full, reverberating sound.
So as these energies are protruded out, people are going to feel these things and think that it's part of them, but it's not. And that's a lot of problem with today, because with you not taking an acceptance to yourself, what you're doing is you're over here, is you're looking outside of yourself, and actually this aspect would be a good aspect to be able to say, oh, this is outside of myself, because it is outside of myself, and I need to figure out what the fuck's going on outside of myself to be able to fix what's outside of myself.
Listen, I've got no problem with self-help whatsoever, but attributing negative effects to 5G and then trying to fix those negative effects caused by 5G is just not right.
But a lot of people are going to go to a counselor to get something fixed when they probably are outside of the zone by the time they get over to their doctor, and then they get prescribed something that they probably don't need because these things are resonating differently, because they're showing these it's like particles. So the particles that are in the air and space get electrified.
How? What causes that? Where is the evidence for it?
And as these things get electrified, it can change it's not even a wavelength anymore. As they electrify it, it's like it's a whole like a whole thing around us that is just pure energy of whatever they want to just implode on the people below.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack. Implode? Okay, so the wavelength is only one part of an electromagnetic wave. It also has a frequency and an amplitude. These are the parts of the wave which can tell us about its energy. The problem is, your explanation violates all of that. And again, implodes?
Now, can it work with other things? Like, can it work with other things that the government is working on? So they're saying, okay, so as soon as I saw that, I saw a plane. And I know exactly what the plane was, because the plane is the chemicals that they claim that don't even exist in the air right now.
Did anyone else think he was going for chemtrails there? Of course he did. Let's leave our guy there for today. He didn't really address 5G at all, did he? Perhaps we'll come back and check out the rest of his video next time. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. For now though, we have all wrapped up and done and dusted for another Tinfoil Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. It truly is appreciated. If you enjoyed it, please do consider to subscribe to the channel. And if you really enjoyed it, hit that like button too. Just enough time to once again thank Bespoke Post for sponsoring today. Remember to get 20% off your first box. Click the link in the description and use my code SIMAN20, or go to bespokepost.com/SIMAN20. I've been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another Misconception Mini. See you then.